Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some big news for all the international students eyeing Canada. Canada's Immigration Minister Mark Miller has just announced some significant changes to the country's immigration policies. These new measures aim to reduce the number of temporary residents in Canada from 6.5% to 5% of the population by 2026. So what exactly is changing? Let's break it down. First off, there's now a national cap on new study permits. This means fewer international students will be allowed to come to Canada starting next year. Specifically, master's and PhD students will see a 10% reduction in study permits for 2025 and 2026. But that's not all. The government is also placing restrictions on spousal work permits and changing the eligibility for postgraduate work permits, or PGWPs. These PGWPs will now be limited to areas with high labor market demand. This could make it a bit trickier for students to work in their chosen fields after graduation. Now, let's talk about the impact on international students, especially those from India. The changes to the PGWP program and spousal work permits will directly affect their ability to work in Canada after graduation. This might influence their decision to study in Canada in the first place. Also, the government is introducing language proficiency requirements for PGWP applicants. So, if you are planning to stay and work in Canada after your studies, you'll need to brush up on your English or French skills. Critics say these measures could deter talented individuals from choosing Canada as their study destination. The reduced cap on study permits, including for master's and PhD students, might also limit opportunities for higher education and research in the country. International students often contribute significantly to research and innovation, and these restrictions could have long-term consequences for Canadian universities and the economy. But it's not all doom and gloom. The Canadian government hopes these changes will attract skilled workers and students, boosting the economy and addressing labor shortages. By streamlining the path to permanent residency, the government aims to incentivize these individuals to settle in Canada and contribute to its long-term growth. However, there are concerns. Restricting the number of international students and limiting their post-graduation work opportunities could lead to labor shortages in certain sectors. Additionally, these changes might make it more difficult for Canadian businesses to attract and retain global talent, potentially hindering innovation and economic growth. From a social perspective, the new policies aim to support the integration of newcomers into Canadian society. But the changes to spousal work permits and the potential difficulties in securing employment due to labor market restrictions could pose challenges for families. It's crucial to strike a balance between managing immigration levels and ensuring that newcomers have the necessary support to thrive in Canada. So, what do you think about these new immigration policies? Will they help or hinder Canada's growth? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates. See you next time.